Hello everyone, in this video we are going to explore and take a look at the HP Tiny Client T5570E. Let's get started. Okay, first of all I want to talk about the CPU, which is a VA Nano U3500 clocked at 1 GHz, which isn't going to be of much use nowadays because that CPU was weak even back then. In fact, it struggles to run even Windows 7 sometimes. Next we have the RAM, which is a 2 GB DDR3 module. For the storage we have a 4 GB IDE card. However, the motherboard supports SATA, but it's placed so wrong. I'll show you in a second. And for the system we have Windows Embedded Standard 7, which is the right choice, but yeah, we won't make much use of that, so we'll try to get around that. If we remove the cover, we'll notice that it has 3 screws. If we remove those, we can also remove the shield, which will expose the motherboard. That's the motherboard, and as you can see, it has a SATA port, the BIOS battery, and also a PCIe slot, but it was never used on this computer. It also has 2 hidden USB ports, which can be seen if we remove the top plastic cover, and it also has a speaker which is quite weak. It barely makes any sound. We also have that CPU in there, which sadly isn't even a Intel. And we have only one RAM slot on the motherboard, so if you want to double the RAM, we have to ditch the 2 GB module and replace it with a 4 GB one. Okay, let's see the ports of the computer. It has a port for the antenna if we are going to add a wireless card in it. It also has a Ethernet port, 2 USB 2.0 ports. It also has the mouse and keyboard PS2, 2 DVIs, a printer port, and the serial port. And yeah, we should not forget the DC plug, because this computer doesn't have a internal power supply. For the front cover we've got the power button, the microphone jack, the headphone jack, and also 2 USB ports. I knew it. I had a feeling that this computer is running Windows 7. Windows embedded standard 7. Okay, it seems that we might go with macOS 10.6 because this computer seems to be 32-bit and macOS 10.6 was the last Windows version. Windows version that the last operating system made by Apple, which was made for 32-bit computers. Wait a second. It seems that the drive in this computer might be small. Oh yeah, it is. So I guess that we will go with the light Linux distro then. But I wonder something. How does the speaker sound on this? We can't find out because it lacks the music.
this is so much better. Oh, so the speaker isn't that great, but it's there so you can hear sounds. It's okay. We can work with that. Now, what's this? Preferences. Okay. I think that we will go with reinstalling the OS. Maybe Windows 7 Professional, because I might go with Windows 7 Professional because Windows 7 Embed seems kinda limited. It doesn't even have the stock games. At least this computer works. And I have to set up more stuff on this computer. But yeah, I'll definitely back up some files from this computer, like the wallpaper. It seems that one screw is holding this computer together. Maybe this one? I don't know, it had a screw on the side. Oh, never mind. Oh! Okay. This design is kinda weird. Now, how am I supposed to remove the case? I don't know, some computers are like easy to open straight off the bat, but this one is a little bit confusing. So I guess that it has two screws up here that I have to unscrew. So that's kind of weird, but I finally removed the computer, and I guess that I also have to remove the screws from here to check the insides of this computer, but I'll do so later. So for now, pause break. Now, I'm back. Let's have a look inside this computer. What? Okay, so I guess that HP didn't want it to see what's inside this computer because it's so complicated to open up. So yeah, I'll screw the screws even further. Whoa, what about the RAM? 2 GB of DDR3. Okay, I shouldn't have complained about the DDR3 RAM in that video, because nowadays they cost a lot. I mean, look at this. Look at the prices. This one is 230 lei, which is 45 euro, and this one is 115 lei, which is 22 euro. Those things were dirt cheap a few months ago, so yeah, I shouldn't have complained about them. So I can't improve it because I don't have RAM sticks for this one. And what's this? Is this the storage? Yup. It's the 4GB IDE storage. This computer is quite dusty. Not really, but it doesn't help the fact that I'm sick either. It also has a 2-watt speaker. And this paper. It also has a place for the antenna in here, Ethernet, USB, pretty basic stuff. But this computer is kinda cool. Oh, it also has a hard drive, laptop hard drive connector, but I can't plug in laptop hard drives in this, even if I want to. Yeah, this is pretty much the whole computer. We don't need to investigate it further, so I'll just reassemble it. This computer is kinda nice. So this is a big W. It's possible to install the Steam Deck OS on this laptop, on this computer. That would be cool, but also weird. Like, it won't even play Half-Life 2 at like 20 FPS, but it's worth a shot. It has two screws up here, but you can't see them. Oh, look, now you can. Should we look for some Linux distros for this computer? Alright then. But let's reconnect everything back together and stuff. Which CPU does it have again? I have to check. I have to check it again. So there we go. With the basic keyboard. Yeah, this is not the Cherry keyboard, this is the basic keyboard. Oh. No. What? It seems to have the Phoenix BIOS, but it's slightly different. But yeah, it has the Phoenix BIOS. Otherwise, it would not have the moving thing up here. No. Processor VA Nano. Okay, this is a weird name, not gonna lie. So, let's check it on my laptop, which isn't a laptop anymore.
I was just joking, man.
Make money, take money, earn, crack money, drug money, bail money. Heard they got life for me, but they got life for me when they took that from me. Since I had my nose, yeah.
House full of kilos, soul pounds of zeros. Cocaine, my hero. You ain't fake side.
Okay, what?
Always asking what to learn like. Young home still freeload.
This seems to be a laptop CPU.
Don't fly around my signal. Don't fly around my signal. Don't fly around my signal. I'll rearrange your ghetto. Could be my house, you look like disciple. Heard that I'm liable. You get the eyeball, aim out the eyeball. I'm getting violent.
Yup. 32-bit. One core, single core.
Took that from me since I had my nose, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, laptop, whatever is this. So yeah.
Schoolboy from the fire dudes, schoolboy from the fire dudes, schoolboy from the fire dudes, knock through the condos, through the condos. Schoolboy from the fondue. Schoolboy from the fondues. Don't fly around my signal. Don't fly around my signal. Don't fly around my signal. I'll rearrange your could be my house, you rag disciple. Heard that I'm liable. You get the eyeball. Aim out the eyeball. I'm getting violent.
Schoolboy Q, man, I ain't gonna never tell you not to rap again. Man.
Make money, take money, earn, crack money, drug money, bill.
You
Heard they got life for me, how they got. Life for me when they took that from me. Since I had my nose, yeah. Make money, take money, earn, crack money, drug money, bail money. Heard they got life for me, how they got life for me when they took that from me. Since I had my nose, yeah.